All right, y'all. Right here we have the Top Sun seafood and vegetable mix right here. This is an additive that you can put onto your ramen to give it that extra little bit of flavor, a little bit of extra nutrition in there. And so this company sent this to me so I can do a taste test video with you guys. So thank you to them for partnering with me on this. What I want to do first, though, I already made some up right here so I can do a taste test with the ramen. But what I want to do first is I have some boiling water right here. It says on the back here that you can just simply rehydrate this in boiling water, and then you can add it to whatever you want. So I'll grab a little nougat of it right there, pour that on into there, and like I said, I have my water right here, so we're just going to go ahead and pour some of that on into there. And it says it takes about 3 minutes. So let's just sit this on over to the side, and we'll come back to that to see what that looks like. So first of all, this does have the re-zippable bag, so it's very easy to keep fresh. Just simply zip it on up, and then they recommend that you store it tightly sealed, which is done right there, in a cool or dry place. So you may want to put it into a refrigerator, or you can probably keep it into the cabinet as long as it's, fairly dry right there. Cooking instructions. As I mentioned, you can rehydrate it, just 3 minutes in some boiling water, or you can just cook it with your ramen while you already have boiling water going, which is what I did with this one right here. Super easy to do. All you do is you get your ramen going, get it boiling, kind of breaking up a little bit, and then I take just a quarter cup of the additive right here, and I just put that in with the boiling water, and then you wait about 3 minutes. Same time that it takes to reconstitute it right here. And then after that, just simply strain it into a strainer. I like to spray some cold water on it. That way all the noodles don't get all sticky and whatnot. But then once you have that, just simply pour it into the bowl and you are ready to eat. So what makes it great is how simple it is to cook. Because ramen, you can pretty much do anywhere. You can do it over a campfire. As long as you have boiling water, you can do it in an electric kettle, microwave stovetop. Very simple to do. And then as long as you have that boiling water going, you can add this extra flavor pop to it as well. So let's get into this tape. First of all, what's in this? That's kind of a good question. So your ingredients here. One thing that I was reading through it already. One thing that I noticed is it's all things that I can pronounce, which I love. So they're real foods. They're real ingredients here. You got carrot, cabbage, corn, shiitake mushrooms, green onions, bean curd, which is just soybean, water, and sodium hyposulfite, shrimp, squid, fish, or fish cake, which is pollock and potato starch, wheat starch, desorbitol, salt, glycerol esters of fatty acids, and paprika colors. You have imitation crab, which is pollock, water, egg whites, wheat starch, potato starch, sugar, malt, monosodium glutamate, paprika color, and then the last thing in here is goji berries. So super awesome ingredients in there. The MSG is probably, the monosodium glutamate is the one thing that I'm not too excited about. They do want to point out that it does contain wheat, soy, eggs, shellfish from the shrimp, squid, and fish, the pollock. And so I think they just need to put that on there in case you have allergies with it. So let's go ahead and get into this. 1/4 cup is 1 serving size, so that's what I put into here. Let me see. I want to get some of the goodies in there. You got these fun little spiral. I'm assuming that's the imitation crab that's in there. Let me see. I'm going to get a little bit of mushroom. There's a shrimp right there. Let me add a little bit of noodle. By the way, the noodles that I use these rice ramen ones right here from Lotus Foods. I like those because I like a more of a rice-based style of noodle. All right, let me see. Let me grab my shrimp again. All right, we got a little bit of everything in there, I think. We got the shrimp. We got the crab. I think there's the carrots. Oh, yeah. One thing I didn't get was some of the corn. So let's add a little bit more. Let's see, I got some greens right there. I got a corn. We'll grab a little more of those spiral doohickeys. And let's see if we can grab this shrimp right there. All right, let's try this one. That's good. Those little shrimp give a little shrimp taste to it. I gotta say, too, I was a little leery of this one because whenever I first opened it and I smelled it, it definitely has that fish food smell, Like if you are feeding fish in an aquarium, like fish flakes, that's what I smell in here. But once you reconstitute it with the water and all the vegetables and everything, you don't taste like I remember as a kid, I took a little pinch of that fish flakes that is used in an aquarium, and I tasted it just because I wanted to know what it tastes like. And that is not my friend. I did not like that. But this right here, being that it's reconstituted with all the water, like it eliminates all of that fish flavor there, but you still get these nice pops of everything else. I really like this. Let me give it another go. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now what I want to do is let's go back to our rehydrated one right here, this portion. Bring you guys on down. That's what it looks like once it's been rehydrated. It's definitely been 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and give this a taste and see what it tastes like without the noodles. Because if y'all have ever watched any of my taste test videos before, I like to do a taste test of just the product by itself if I can. In this case, I just reconstituted it right here, and I want to try it without anything else in it. No, without the noodles. By the way, whenever I cooked this right here, I didn't add anything to it. I didn't add any salt. I didn't add any butter. It's literally just noodles with this stuff boiled in the water. Let's eat. And it's got a great flavor. I'd probably add, if I were to do this as a meal type of thing, probably add a little bit of salt. Actually, I probably use salted butter in there. The butter, I think, will help it just to have a good texture to it, and it'll give it a little bit of flavor. But then I do salted butter so that I wouldn't have to add salt to it if I didn't want to. But let's go ahead and taste the reconstituted one right here. I can also take a lot bigger bite right here. So let's see what we got. That corn pops nicely. Excuse me. There it is right there. In the mouth. You get that good corn flavor coming through. I can taste those mushrooms. I can like sink my teeth into them. It's got a really good balance of the something soft that you can kind of sink your teeth into with other things that have a little bit more of a crunch and a pop to them. So it's got a really nice blend of that right there. So if y'all are looking for an excellent ramen additive, all with whole food ingredients right here, y'all definitely need to go and check out the Top Sun Classic Seafood and Vegetable Mix. I really like this. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, consider adding this to your cart, and dad out.